on IKE on the Jam. It goes down every Saturday night. Make sure you tune in. You can check us out live anytime. So all you got to do is push play, hit the like button. Facebook will come up. Hit Facebook. Hit the Facebook button and you're in. You're live with IKE and Liza Trujillo. Liza Trujillo, what's going on?
Hey, not much. Just enjoying that music.
Yeah.
What are you up to?
Nah. So we have a big announcement on our one of the new podcasts this week. And it's pretty exciting. It's Denise Harris with her new podcast, and her new podcast is going to be called, it'll be on 9 to 11 Eastern on Wednesday, so make sure you check it out. It's called The Book Corner. What do you think of that name?
I think that's pretty cute.
The Book Corner. I hope you're listening, Denise. Oh, I didn't see Chantel. Thank you, Chantel. I played the Suavecito. I didn't see that she said thank you. Thank you for listening. The Book Corner on Wednesdays from 9 to 11 Eastern. Make sure you stop by. You check out the podcast. It's going to be a great podcast. She has something special in store this week because it is Valentine's Day or Valentine's Week.
Yes, it is.
So it's cool. I don't really talk about Valentine's Day stuff, to be honest with you. So I'll leave that one for everybody else. But I hope everybody has a great Valentine's Day.
Yes, I hope so too.
Yeah. Remember, if you're in the Thornton, Northland area and you're at the bar, if you're drinking and driving, make sure you call a taxi. Make sure you call a Uber, a Lyft. Make sure you get make sure you have a designated driver. If you're leaving, if you're in the Thornton, Northland area, call me, 720-298-2121. I will pick you up. I will take you home just to make sure that you get home safe. I'll take you back to your car tomorrow. That's after we get done with the podcast, but I would do that for you. But make sure you call Lyft. Make sure you call a taxi, Uber. What else could they call, Lisa?
Call a friend. Call you. They can call you.
Yeah. if you're in the Thornton, Northland area, you can call me. I'll get you home safe. I just want everybody safe.
I will take you home.
I just want everybody safe on the road. That's all I'm asking for.
So exactly.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be drinking and driving. Yeah. Think about the safety of everybody else.
Yeah.
And yourself. Yes.
So the Book Corner with Denise Harris this Wednesday, 9 to 11 Eastern. I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait, to be honest with you. I'm really excited about it. It's just something I've been looking forward to for a while.
Yeah. Well, she's been planning on it for a while, so
yeah,
it's pretty good.
So
I'm happy to tell you.
So I have a trivia question, and Lisa has a trivia question, and Lisa's gonna go ahead and go with hers first, and then I'll do mine right after, Lisa.
Okay. Well, since you played the Pina Colada song, also known as the, I think everybody knows it by that name.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
The real name of this is Escape. So anyways, what year did it come out? That was my trivia question. You know what year the Pina Colada song came out.
And we'll write it in the chat later, too.
Yeah. So go ahead with yours.
Okay, so mine's is a little longer and a little bit more difficult. So, it's kind of a two question in one, basically. So I keep getting messages tonight. I'm on the message board tonight. I guess everybody wants to message me. That's cool. Thank you for all the messages tonight. It's awesome. But anyway, the trivia I have is, what was the name of Tina Turner's soundtrack song for the Mad Max movie back in the 80s that came out, right?
Yes, it did.
So what was the name of the song, the hit song, 1979? Was it when Mad Max came out?
No, I think it was the 80s, early 80s, wasn't it?
Shoot, I don't remember the year, but what was the name of the hit song for Tina Turner on the soundtrack for the? So it's kind of a two-part question. So if you can write it in the chat, that'd be awesome. Tina Turner, on the soundtrack for the movie. Back in the 80s that came out, right?
No, I think it was the 80s, the early 80s, wasn't it?
Shoot, I don't remember the year, but what was the name of the hit song for Tina Turner on the soundtrack for the? So it's kind of a two-part question. So if you can write it in the chat, that'd be awesome. Tina Turner, a two-part question. What was the name of her hit song on the soundtrack for the Mad Max movie with Mel Gibson? So I'm taking you back a little bit, but that was when she was making some real good music. You remember them days?
Yes. The music was good.
Yeah, she was throwing down. So make sure you check out the Book Corner with Denise Harris. The podcast is going to be awesome. We are everybody on KBLP. Everybody's excited. Everybody I talked to, just they can't wait for it. Chris put a song up already. That's a pretty good song, Chris. I'm not going to say it on the air. I'm going to let people write it in there. The Book Corner with Denise Harris. Make sure to check it out. So we're going to talk real quick about conspiracy theories. Like I said, we're going to have different hosts for the podcast. And Lisa, you're going to be hosting one of the podcasts. Do you want to talk about a little bit about a conspiracy that you had came up with?
Well, since I'm from Roswell, I'll be doing one on the 1947 UFO crash here. So I got a few things lined up already. I'm having to do research, and I'm from here. So and I've been talking to a couple of people, and it's crazy. I thought I knew a few things about it, but it turns out I knew very little. But I'm talking to this lady that I've been talking to her about all that, and she said that their family had just barely moved here when all that happened. So she's got some stories to say about that. So,
wow, it's going to be pretty exciting, that podcast. So I can't wait to hear everything you have for it. I can't wait till you get that one going, because I'm gonna be listening word for word so I can get all the information. And you're there.
Yeah,
what's crazy is you're there in Roswell, you know.
I know, and then you would think, but like I don't go to the museums and stuff. I've never been there. However, I think it's more interesting to get an eyewitness type of conversation going about that, because I mean it's not written down or anything else. It's not what hearsay. It's not somebody's story. It's it's an actual what they saw, or what they were little or whatever, and they know that their parents saw this stuff. So they actually, remember the newspapers and everything.
Wow,
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty deep. That's a lot of information. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna. This will be one of the podcasts. I may not be the host for it, but I've talked with a couple of podcasters. One's the Mandela effect that I know Dee Marie loves. She's probably going to bring it to the table because there's so many different Mandela effects. And I can tell you right now, on the dime, it used to be Ike. Ike used to be the president on the dime. So, Chris and Denise, do you remember that? Ike is not the president on the dime anymore. But I know it because we share the same name. So Eisenhower was on the dime, and he is no longer on the dime. It is, I forgot the president's name. I had it earlier today. So that's going to be one of the conspiracies we're going to look into. Do you remember, Chris, who was on the dime? It was Ike. It's always been Ike. But it's not Ike anymore. They changed it on us. So the next conspiracy is one. It's kind of weird. As a kid, we thought it was a joke growing up, and now there's so much information on it, and there's so many different theories. Is the Earth round or is the Earth flat? I know it sounds funny at first. I used to laugh at it because I never believed in that kind of stuff. But is the Earth round or is the Earth flat?
The Earth is round.
Okay, and then Lisa brought this up to me, about 2 weeks ago? Have we ever been to the moon? Has America, has Russia, has Europe, has anybody ever been to the moon?
No.
Were those hoaxes? Were those, I had just read that the first moon landing, they had, the Stanley Kubrick, or the guy that did The Shining, they had paid him like $600 million to do the whole fake on that. That's what this was his words before he passed on, you know. So it's really kind of interesting. And if you look at the old footage, there's no stars. There's just a whole bunch of discrepancies in it. So it's pretty crazy. It's pretty.
Yeah, we've never been to the moon. I don't know. I just, like you said, that story that you said about the radiation and stuff.
Yeah. Well, the NASA said that the official NASA thing says they actually said that we've never been there. The Orion belt, you can't get through it because the radiation. They haven't built a ship strong enough to get through that. So it's pretty strange. It's pretty weird. But it's so that's one of the conspiracies that we'll be talking about coming up, and I'm really excited about that because that's a really good one.
Yes, I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. So have we been to the moon? Is the Earth flat or is the Earth round? And then Lisa's Roswell. She's going to bring a bunch of information to the table about Roswell. And then, like I said, the Mandela effect. And me and Lisa got into a big conversation about the Kennedy thing. There's so many changes in that. It is amazing. And she has a bunch of pictures, and I'm waiting for her to send me the pictures she has to see if it matches up with all the information I got, because there's like 3 or 4 different pictures. It's like 3 or 4 different things happen. So it's like the craziest thing.
And then when I found out this week, that was crazy, because that was the first time I'd ever heard it.
Hey, Denise, we there's a lot of information about. Just go back and look at the pictures, Denise. Well, let me ask you a question, Denise, since you're on right now. How many people were in the car when it happened? Denise says she has the original papers. How many people were in the car when the assassination happened? It's gonna get it's really deep. Like it all.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Do you know how many were in the car, Denise? Okay.
No.
Okay, Chris got it, but it's pretty deep. It's pretty deep because some people only remember 4 people being in the car. See, Denise only remembers 4 people being in the car.
4. I remember 4 people being in there.
Yeah. It's actually 6 people in the car, but I originally only remember 4 myself.
Yeah, from the pictures that I've seen, it was 4.
Yeah. So the Conspiracy Fridays coming soon. It's going to be an awesome podcast. I can't wait. But we're going to get back into some music. We just wanted to give you some updates, and make sure you check out Denise Harris with the Book Corner. And Ophelia, good night. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. She's going to bed. She just sent me an inbox. Thanks for tuning in all the way. Shout out to California. She's in California, so shout out to Ophelia in California. But we're live. KBLP, Ike DIAZ, Lisa Trujillo, and we have our chat host Denise Harris and Chris Stevens in the chat for us. So make sure to keep writing in the chat. Send your requests in. We're trying to build up the songs a little more. But see, we got the conspiracy theorists going there, Lisa. The governor and his wife, the governor of Texas, Chris, and his wife were in the car. Yeah, remember when me and you got into the conversation? We were on the phone for like 8 hours or something.
Yeah, the pictures that I remember seeing, there was only 4 of them.
Yeah, that's what I remember seeing. Plus, 2 security guards on the side. That's what I remember.
On each side.
Yeah. Now the security guards in the front and in the back. That's what it's showing now. So it's pretty strange. It's pretty. But we got a whole podcast dedicated just to conspiracy theories. So we're gonna get into a pretty crazy song and then get back to music. So we will talk to you in a little bit. Thank you, guys.